If you talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. I don't know what you thought, but I've been taught by Yahuwah, by Yahuwah. I say by Yahuwah, you know the all should die, and now y'all all should cry, because the real is back. I say the real is back. I took L's, that's facts, and yet still stand.
Shalom and greetings to all the Israelites and all the strangers out there scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. I greet every last one of you in the one and only true name of the Honorable Abba Yahuwah. Now, today, family, we're going to be continuing our campaign against the New Testament writers, and also this New Testament concepts and ideologies that you seeing being peddled by these rinky-dink hole-in-the-wall teachers, with a lesson that I have laid out for you all titled A Prophet Like Unto Moses. Okay, and as I told you, we're going to cut these individuals off at every turn that they try to turn to. And this is a lesson that you guys are going to want to know, because what's going on today with a lot of these teachers, okay, and this is what I want you to pay attention to, is that the people that believe in the New Testament writings, right, they know if they're anyway halfway of a teacher, you know what I'm saying, they know that when they go into Tanakh, right, and they're looking for passages to try to defend what they believe, they know that it's not there. So what they have to do is they have to pivot. And when they pivot, they take you to passages that they believe is ambiguous, okay, that they can argue, that they can use for arguing points. But out of all of the prophecies that's contained here in Tanakh, from Genesis to Malachi, that are clear, that we know is clear, there's no that are not ambiguous, they never go to those passages or none of those prophecies concerning the nation of Israel and the Mashiach here in these last days. They always pivot and take you to somewhere else, like we're getting ready to go today, where in Deuteronomy chapter 18, Moses said that the Father's going to raise up a prophet like unto him, and then, you know, the people was to listen to him. So what they do is they try to take you there and say, oh, well, this was speaking about the Messiah that they believe walked the earth during this time period, because what they're trying to establish is a chain of custody. If they say, oh, well, Moses said that, because in the New Testament that they believe in, is saying that, well, Moses spoke about me. And so they in there trying to find that, not understanding that this is not even speaking about some man that's coming 2,000 or 3,000 years up the road. Okay. And if you study Tanakh carefully, you can understand that, because when you're reading everything in context, you know, like I'm getting ready to show you guys today. So they never go to none of the real prophecies. They take you to other stuff. And it's like, well, why don't you just go to the real prophecies and break these things down for the people? They're not going to never do it, because you know why? If they ever do it, they're going to see how it's destroying the ideology and the concepts that they believe in. Okay. So this is why this lesson is going to be an important lesson. Now, if you would go with me to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 18. Okay. And what we're going to do, as I keep telling you, we're going to cut these individuals off at every turn. And I'm going to give you the correct breakdown and concepts of what's being said here. We're going to do it precept on precept, line on line. I don't need a million hours to, you know, use sorcery to try to convince you that, you know what I'm saying, that this is what it is. We're going to get right to it. We're going to trim all of the fat off of there, and we're just going to get right to the meat. Okay. Now, we're in Deuteronomy chapter 18, and I'm going to start reading at verse number 15. It says, Yahuwah thy Elohim will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken. Okay. According to all that thou desirest of Yahuwah thy Elohim in Horeb in the day of the assembly, saying, let me not hear again the voice of Yahuwah my Elohim, neither let me see this great fire anymore, that I die not. And Yahuwah said unto me, they have well spoken that which they have spoken. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. And it shall come to pass that whoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require of him. Now let's stop right there. Okay. So what these New Testament handlers do is they come here, they read this, and they say, oh, well, the prophet that is speaking about right here is speaking about, you know, Jesus or whatever name they pulling out the cookie jar. This is who it was speaking about. And so you have to listen and believe everything that's in the New Testament, because it says right here that whoever don't listen to him, the Father's going to require it of them. Okay? So now, let's just crush all of this stuff and let's do it fast and simple. The first question that we have to ask ourselves whenever we're doing what they call an exegesis on the text, okay, is in context. What is going on here? Is this and what is the reason why Moses is saying this? Is this something that the Father's prophesying about that's going to come 3,000 years up the road after Moses' death, after his death, or is this something speaking about in the days and times of Moses? Okay, and we clearly understand that this is speaking about in the days and times of Moses, because the first thing that we have to grasp is the reason why Moses is saying this. The reason why he's saying this is because Moses is not getting ready to cross into the land. Okay, now let's go look at that so you guys can understand it, because these people that attempt to try to teach you they don't study tonight. You know, they don't understand these stories. They have not read these stories, so they can't put everything in proper context for you, because they are New Testament handlers. Okay, now let's go. I'm gonna keep your finger in Deuteronomy 18 because we're coming back there, but let's just go to Numbers chapter 20. And we're gonna start reading at let's start at verse number 7 right here. It says, "And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, Take the rod and gather thou the assembly together, thou and Aaron thy brother, and speak ye unto the rock before their eyes, and it shall give forth his water, and thou shalt bring forth to them water out of the rock, so thou shalt give the congregation and the beasts drink." Okay, and Moses took the rod from before Yahuwah as he commanded him. And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock, and he said unto them, "Hear now, ye rebels, must we fetch you water out of this rock?" And Moses lifted up his hand, and with the rod he smote the rock twice, and water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their beasts also. Okay, so the Father told Moses to speak to the rock. He didn't do that. He struck the rock. But of course, the Father knew that the people needed water, so he made sure that they got the water. But because they did not do what he asked him to do, this is what the Father said in verse 12. "And Yahuwah spake unto Moses and Aaron, because ye believe me not to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land I have given them." Okay, so when we go back to Deuteronomy 18, let's just go back line on line, precept on precept. Verse number 15, Deuteronomy 18, verse 15. "Yahuwah thy Elohim will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee of thy brethren, like unto me, unto him ye shall hearken." Okay, so what he's saying is, the reason why he's telling them this is because they're not going to take the people in the land because they violated.